Back, relax, grab some popcorn and let me know down below in the comments which one of these things you think is the coolest thing, and was there anything here which you missed. Now let's jump straight on into it. The first item we're going to look at, we need to thank Rhythian Plays over on Twitter, and it's the attention to detail which Sony have put into this console, which I think looks fantastic. It looks very sleek and futuristic. But check out this tweet from Rhythian. The textures on the DualSense, PlayStation camera, PlayStation Plus 3D headset and PlayStation 5 are not dots. They are very small PlayStation symbols. So you've got the triangle, square, cross and circle, which as you guys know is the buttons on the PlayStation controller. And we'll take a closer look and try and zoom in. This is really cool. So it's not just a textured plastic with bumps on it so you get better grip. It is actually the PlayStation logos there, which is super cool and a nice little touch. Number 2, and I think this was glossed over and probably one of my favourite things to come out of the event, but absolutely every single PlayStation 5 comes with a free game at launch. So you might be thinking, what? I didn't know that. Well, Astro's Playroom, which you can see playing in the background, which looks fantastic I think, and was one of the games that I was thinking I want to buy this. It comes preloaded on every single PlayStation 5, so right away, if you get a PlayStation 5, you will have a game to play right out of the box, which is absolutely fantastic and gets a big thumbs up from me. And if you like that also, and this video, please smash that thumbs up button on the video right now. The next detail which you may have missed was we got a brief glimpse of the PlayStation startup screen and interface here, and this was shown right after the Hitman 3 trailer. We got a little bit of a look at what it will be like when you start up your PlayStation 5 and it asks you to press the button on your DualSense controller. And hopefully this glimpse of the PlayStation 5 interface is a sign of things to come, that we're going to get a nice, simple, clean, minimalist and intuitive user interface to navigate about the PS5. One thing a few people have asked me after the launch event was, does this thing only sit up tall vertically? No, well, there was one really quick look at it lying horizontally. So yes, you can lay the PlayStation 5 horizontally, as you can see here by these pictures which Sony have released afterwards. Hopefully this doesn't have any impact in performance or airflow. I can't imagine it will, based on the design we see here, and I think it looks pretty cool, and this is good news, so you can fit this into your entertainment unit if you do not want to set this up vertically. But let me know down below in the comments, will you be setting your PlayStation 5 vertically or horizontally? And while we're talking about the actual PlayStation console design itself, let's talk about the size of the PlayStation 5, and it is an absolute unit. It is a very big machine, and the original PlayStation 3 was quite a chunky large machine, and you can see by the comparisons here, this is even bigger and will absolutely dwarf it, and looks far bigger than the Xbox Series X. Which one do you think you'll be going for? Team PlayStation 5 or Team Xbox Series X? Some of you eagle-eyed viewers may have noticed the ray tracing demonstration on the Gran Turismo 7 trailer, which showed amazing reflections and shadows. In particular, when the car was going into the garage, you can see the reflections on the water. It looks incredible, and this is showing off the new ray tracing technology from the onboard AMD GPU, and this is pretty amazing, as this was only available on really expensive Nvidia GeForce RTX cards in the past year, so this is something very exciting to look forward to, and I cannot wait to see how they use this in future games. Now let's take a quick look at the front I/O ports on the PlayStation 5, as it didn't get a whole lot of attention at the launch event. And it looks like we have got one USB Type A and one USB Type C port, and no doubt this is so we get lots of compatibility with current and past peripherals using the USB Type A, and then for future compatibility using the USB Type C port, which will no doubt become the new standard going forward. This will be really useful as well if we potentially see a new PlayStation 5 PSVR, as the USB Type-C is a really versatile port and can support much faster data transfer than the USB Type-A port. We got a look at the PlayStation 5 super fast SSD hard drive in action, and if you're wondering what that stands for, it's solid state disk, and it is far quicker than mechanical hard drives which you would find on previous gen hardware. How did we see that in action? Well, during the Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart trailer, we saw the characters go through portals to various different mega detailed worlds, and this would not have been possible on previous gen hardware. Super exciting, and this means the end of large load times in games. Lots of PlayStation 5 designed peripherals are on the way, and they only got a small part of the airtime at the very end of the PlayStation 5 launch event broadcast. So what were they? Well, we got the DualSense charging station, which looks like it can charge 2 of your controllers at the one time, so you can then just pick up and play whenever you are ready for your next gaming session. And also we got the latest version of the official PlayStation headphones, which are called the Pulse 3D wireless headset, and that should allow you to enjoy all the latest PlayStation 5 3D audio effects, which Sony have been talking about a lot lately. And there's also the dual lens HD camera, and this was a super interesting one because usually this gets used with the PlayStation VR headset, and there was no mention of the PSVR headset, so maybe that is something we have got to look forward to in the future, or the PlayStation Move controllers, which we also did not see here. Maybe we'll get a new revised model to go along with the black and white colorway of the PlayStation 5 console. And last but not least, we also got the PlayStation 5 media remote, which looks pretty good if you watch a lot of Netflix, Amazon Prime, or even Blu-rays. If you pick up the disc drive version of the PlayStation 5, this will be a must-have for you, as it will be super easy to control all the media you're watching. And all of these peripherals are designed in the same two-tone colorway as the PlayStation 5, so it's going to look super slick on your setup. And last but not least, we got a more detailed look at the PlayStation 5 DualSense controller. What did we get to see? Well, we got to see that two-tone colour design, which we've already seen. We got to see that there's haptic feedback, adaptive triggers, a rechargeable battery via the USB-C port, a built-in microphone, and create button. But also next to the headphone jack, which you can see in the back, there is also some metal pins there, which looks like it will be used for some form of attachment. Could this be similar to the PS4 back button attachment? Who knows? I'm excited to see, and I think this controller looks fantastic, minus all of the memes. I thought it was worth just quickly updating you on Spider-Man Miles Morales, as there's been a lot of discussion out there in the gamers world saying, is this a DLC? Is this an add-on? What is this? A lot of people were saying it is actually not a standalone game. Well, we now have it confirmed from Insomniac Games via a statement which says Spider-Man Miles Morales is a standalone game. So the way you need to think about this is it is not as large as the original game. Think of it something similar to Uncharted Lost Legacy, which is a smaller game than the main series of Uncharted titles, and then you should have something similar to Spider-Man Miles Morales, as it would probably take them years to make a full-on sequel. It will also be upgraded, all PS5 graphics and everything else you expect. So it's an enhancement of the PS4 original with all this awesome Miles Morales content. Well, hopefully you learned something new here from the PlayStation 5 event, which you maybe have missed. If you did, let me know down below in the comments which is the favourite thing we went over in this video here. And remember to subscribe and ring that notification bell for plenty more PlayStation 5 and video gaming content coming your way here on the channel, with daily videos and daily live streams. Thank you very much for watching. Smash that thumbs up button and we'll see you on the next video, my friends.